Since we got kind of cheesed on the last one, because we have the loop to no end thing, and Oogie decided to murder our face, we're going to actually play through one and hopefully not get that again. If we do, I'll just eliminate this one from my files. It'll go into B-roll. But yeah, we're going for completion today. Shouldn't be too bad. As last time, I have everything unlocked because I have played way too much of this back when it was really good and didn't have the anti-player kind of setup to it. But single path, still a lot of fun. If you're trying to go for the completion on 100%, don't bother. You will spend thousands of hours waiting for the perfect run. As far as this opener goes, this is Garbo. We're going to go with Kill Him with Fire because I don't want any of those to be my other tower. I'm going for a dual tower achievement on this one. I don't know which one yet. Depends on what we get. Probably going to be Frost Towers if I had to guess. Ooh, Fire and Flames is a good one to pick up. Especially since we can cause burn pretty easily with a lot of choices we have. This is an important one to get early. So we're going to go ahead and take the Haunted House. I probably shouldn't, but it's fine. Okay, so we haven't gotten any more houses. We'll kind of sit on this for a while. None of these are too enticing to me. I'm going to go with Broadhead Bolts. I'm hoping this loops back around here and then we just have like a perfect spiral into the base. It'd be beautiful. I've had a few of those. If luck is on my side, I can end up with that. But we all know how my luck goes. RNGesus hates me. So we kind of have to deal and plan around that. Oh, geez. We're not getting slow. So I'm taking this. If I was playing a little bit cocky, I'd actually grab this. Like if I wasn't recording. But I'm going to go with this as a backup plan. We're not using it just yet. We're going to be using it later. And we are going to copy and paste slowest on that. And this should be good enough for taking care of just the nonsense. That's going to be our first branch, which means we won't get cordoned off like we did last time. It's absolutely great for me. It's just not wanting to give me anything. I think we go for the mana banks because we'll probably need them later. Oh, 2 branches near the start. That's less good. I would rather have one branch a few straight paths out and then another branch. Because I want these further apart, so we might be coming back to this one to stretch it a bit. I think we're doing okay. I'm not going to bother leveling these up just yet. We are going to be coming off of this side. We are not getting any slow effects. So we'll get our regen. We're probably... Oh, God. Now, we're probably going to end up having to do Frost Keeps pretty heavily. Yeah, that's just boom, boom, boom. We're going to have just a solid chain of enemies there. It is unfortunate, but I can deal with it. That's not the end of the world. Only thing that will change my plan is if we get tanks. If we get tanks, everything's off the board, and it's just a matter of, like, I will do what I can to try and survive. Because unfortunately, the way they designed it, there's so many ways you can make it so it just won't let you focus down the tanks, and they will spawn endless swarms of missiles, which will overwhelm any defense you have, except for mass vampire towers. I'm going to go with heavy shafts. Oh, it turned the wrong way. That means that this is a dud tower, right? That's not the worst. I have had way worse kind of lineups as far as like what we've had to deal with. And this can soften them up for us. That's a good start. If we can get a slow before 12 or 13, I won't need to use the Frost Keeps. If we don't get a slow before then I'm boned. Because I will be locked into Frost Keep as my second tower achievement. I don't remember the names of them. It'll be in the title of the video, probably. Burn damage is not bad. I'd rather have bleed for what's coming up. Okay, so yeah, that's just picking away at him. That's fine. I'm going to just need to put up some towers here. Just for some extra damage. You guys are going to be on slowest. I think we should be alright on this wave. We might leak one or two. Maybe not. No, I don't think we're going to leak on this one. We'll throw one there as well. We'll increase the poison damage because that could give us a poison slow. But we'd need to get it on our ballistas to actually do anything with it. I'll give it until like 12 or 13, and then we're putting in frost towers. Because this is going to be painful if we don't. That's one reason why I'm holding back money. That, and we just have not gotten any houses. We've gotten one. And if you're wondering what the houses are for, they produce money based on how many towers are protecting them. So this one has 3 towers protecting it. So it'll give us 33 next turn. Same for this one. Yada, yada, yada. Place occult shrines to discover lost knowledge. Yeah, we're going to grab that just off the bat. A bad spot for one of those. I might not end up putting things next to it. Actually, you know what? I will. Put one. Just because that's going to work out best for us. But yeah, whenever it starts getting close to level 15, we're going to need to branch off of that. What I'm probably going to do is continue this path until we get to 14, and then on 15, I will click on one of these. So this will be our second to last path, which means that's where Oogie will spawn, which is the big bad that I need slow for. So, yeah, he's the one I am holding on to resources for. I'm hoping we get a slow before then on Ballista, but no guarantees. Okay. Let's go for regeneration, because we're going to need mana regardless. Hey, now we don't have any dead Ballista. That's good. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a tough one. Let's go ahead and put up some towers there. We're going to soften up armor. And you're going to soften up a little bit as well. I think you're both going to be most armor. And then progress. If anything comes near with armor, it can shoot them down. This guy's just putzing his way through. So we'll have one there. So these are actually going to level up on their own, which is nice. We have enemies fairly spread out. These 3 right here are troublesome, because enemies are going to clump up here. So we're going to have a kill zone in this spot. It's just not giving me anything good. Let's go for... The only other option we have is to go radar towers, because those can trim through Oogie. But I don't want to do that. Mostly because they're kind of expensive. Yeah, if we don't get slow on this one, we're literally just going to be putting a frost tower probably there. And probably there. I will hold on to my resources for that, just in case. But we will pretty much probably have to do that. And then we'll start building off of this. Because he goes on the last row you built. So you can kind of manipulate it a bit. Unless they changed it. He has changed things, probably. It's a very much approach of wanting to beat players. There's DMs that do the same thing whenever they're playing D&D. The job, if you're creating a game, is to create an entertaining game. Let's see. Chance to drop. I only have, what? 1, 2, 3. I only have 3 trees. That's not enough to do it. And we didn't get a slow. So it looks like we are doing frost. I'm going to keep going ballistas as my main damage source. Let's go with that spot for sure. And that spot, that's not really as big of an area as I wanted, but it's fine. Then we will go for some more ballista. Okay, that's enough for those. That's giving us money. This one's giving us money. This one we can't do because it's on a different level. Okay, so next level up, we're going to be dumping into one of these two. Just to make them have a longer walk path. Let's go with shield. It's not going to matter that much, but we're going to level this up a little bit so it has some decent AoE. Damage, that is, not reach. Unfortunately, that requires finding a specific card. But by going very few towers, you also give yourself a little bit of an advantage in that you're more likely to draw cards for just those towers. If you have, say, 10 different types of towers, you end up in a situation where you're just pulling tons of just divergent cards. That guy's gonna fairly soon. So we want Oogie to spawn down here. Hey, there's my favorite tower again. Oh, heavy shafts it is. And there's Oogie. Let's go with boosting health damage. And we should be able to take him down before he gets there. I'm going to go with a slow there, too. Hopefully we have enough mana recovery for that. I think we do. Yeah, we do. I just need to be careful not to overwhelm my mana recovery, because I don't have enough money right now to do the mana bank. But slow is just pretty much necessary for Oogie, because as you can tell, there's no way you're going to have a long enough path. Because we literally we kept branching straight down the path. This is the longest path you can have. Unless you get just single lines. And if you get single lines, you'd have it like one more space out. Okay, so now it's just Oogie. Let's go ahead and level these up just a little bit. There you go, Oogie. Deal with the damage. These are getting levels. Level 4, level 3. Not a ton, but enough that they're doing a bit more damage. I can manually level them up as well. If we would have gotten slows for the ballistas, I would have been way more happy. Hey! Ha! That's exactly the thing I needed. Except we didn't have poison for the ballistas. Yeah, we'll get to Creeping Cough. Having ballistas slow them down is so much better. +2 damage to health. Fine. And we'll continue on this path. Now it's time to spend money like we're not even needing to build towers. That one can't get any. That one can't get anything extra. Those can. Okay. And this is when we're going to start taking a little bit of damage because we don't have a way to deal with shields yet. Means I need to gear at least some of these towards shields. This one's going... These are going to just all be most shields. Most of these paths, not so bad. This first path up here is going to bite us in the ass. But now we have them stretched out fairly evenly across each of these. It's just that one's not as... And there's our straight slow. +1 damage. Oh, this is... We're gonna take this. I probably shouldn't. And yeah, we'll keep looping around down this way. I was hoping we'd get more graves, but unfortunately we did not. Oh no, Yaga, that's gonna hurt. We have no way of dealing with that. Are you actually gonna... Oh, they took it out! Yes! Let's open it and see what you got. Increase poison per second, yeah. I don't even care about the other things. So it looks like we are going to need to possibly do a mana battery. Just so we can do another frost tower there and some ballista. Because we're going to get overwhelmed by this one socket right there. This one I'm not as worried about. These over here we can sort of build up around. 3 damage to health. Or burn faster. I think we're going to go for damage to health. Keep expand. Oh, yay, we got more of those. Okay. Let's do a frost keep there. We have overlapping cold. Are we still doing okay? We'll target most shield just to make sure you get shield damage up. We're surprisingly still doing okay on mana, which I was not expecting. So that means we are free to do haunted houses now, which is appropriate for the season, I guess. I mean, I don't know when I'm releasing this. Probably within the next few days. I'm recording this on before Halloween, for those of you that are curious. I think we're good. And despite what these say... do I have a thing that says... No. Despite what they say, they don't eat mana. +1 damage to shields? Yes. Haunted house. There. Expand. Oh, mana thing's great. Okay, so we need some ballista here. Boop. Oh, and we got a treasure. Sweet. All mana banks increase, or do we do bleed damage? I think we do bleed damage, just to have ballistas be our go-to shot for support damage. Because as you can see, damage over time, not too impressive yet. By the end, chances are it will be our highest damage source. It's just one of those things that happens for some reason whenever I'm running heavy ballista, which is what we're doing. There's no sense in running heavy frost towers. They're decent, but they don't build up damage very fast. That one can just straight up be demolished. For now. We'll do another one later on. This is going to be a better spot for it. We're leaning into those. So those are maxed out. Let's go ahead and get another little mana bank there. We're not getting good haunted house locations. It's just not really wanting to give me good spots. Thankfully, we do have slow stacking up in there. We do need to get more ballista in here with variety of targets. Go with most shield and then progress. This one will be most armor and then progress. They're going to end up targeting the same crap most of the time. This one's going to turn into a vampire bat. Okay. So yeah, most of the time we're going to end up waiting on one of these. Eventually I will have a way to deal with them. But it's not going to be ideal for a while. Because, yeah, we're going to have them zipping through all of this. Thankfully, they die fairly quick. Okay, tax rate. up. We need to get more money. I don't remember what wave next Oogie comes in on. Let's go for, yeah, more ballistas here. Go with most health. Okay, now that should be focusing in on him. Go. And it's just a bat. Is it going to... he didn't drop a chest. Bastard. I'm not as worried about the stuff further down the line. Go with fastest. We just want a nice mix going on. Nice damage mixer. This one's going to be another fastest, I think. We can actually have things targeting near death whenever we get over here, so that it'll just target whichever one's weakest and try and wipe them out before they become a problem. Where is the last guy? Oh, it's another one of you. Lovely. Awesome. I think if we can get a range boost, this will actually be a really good spot for them. And I love the damage over time. We're already seeing it pick up. Okay, so burn, bleed. We could go mana bolts. That usually bites me in the butt. I'm going to go with make them... Actually, you already do poison? You do not do poison yet. Going to do more slow. So Oogie, if he spawns, is going to spawn there, unfortunately. So I might build one here and then go back to this, just in case I miss the Oogie wave in my just brazen clicking. And yes, I am building this up while they are slowly dying over there. Hoping we don't see anything here. That's the only spot I'm watching on my... Oh, we saw something there. Okay, it looks like everywhere we can go with those. Actually, I think that might be a spot too. It is, okay. This is why we struggled so much with the one that is just constantly spawning. Because we didn't have a good way to generate money. Because those are among some of the best. There you go. Oh, it's Pumpkin Boys. Hi, Pumpkin Boys. All out of gum. They're going to keep saying that. It's a reference for those of you who don't know. Kill him. Thank you. Oh, he just died from damage over time. That's sadness. I think out of all of these, advanced ballistics. Okay, so we're going to build one off of here. Just in case we miss the Oogie wave. We're just going to keep going between those two. Okay, so we need more damage up here. Armor. And you're just going to get extra damage in armor. Target on progress. Please. Aww. They're being skimpy with the chests on this one. Normally I get a decent number of chests from, but I have a feeling it's somehow remotely tied to your performance. Since we haven't been leaking at all, I'm not terribly surprised. That's just conjecture. I've just noticed it seems like it's less. I haven't actually sat down and measured it. Okay, so we've got plenty of gold income. Plenty of pain outgoing. There you guys go. Eat that! I'm actually surprised we haven't gotten a... This isn't a heavy shield wave. We got a little bit lucky on that. Extra shield damage per attack or extra bleed damage. I think we go with vial consumption. Okay, so if we keep going for this one, Oogie should spawn on that one. Okay, that's all we can get on those. I think I need another frost tower here just for more armor and shield damage. Not an impressive amount, but it will slow and do its job. And it looks like we're set up fairly well. The only thing that will screw us over is if we get a tank thing at the end, which will require me to basically build up a very strange setup. I think I can do it, but it'll still be a nightmare. Because to deal with them, you need to position things right around the spawns, which relatively easy with these. Even this one's going to be, well, that one's going to be a pain in the ass because of all the iron, but it's relatively easy to do except for the one you're building out. That one. Hey, I remembered properly. Sweet. Fortunately, we didn't get any graves on that. Okay, so you need to be doing shield damage, and yeah, just more stuff, get you up to level 11. I will be leveling things up to level 10. Just to kind of get the damage up there for the multipliers. Okay, so you guys are fine. And yes, I am just literally interested in getting them to level 10. I'm not even terribly oh, there's a treasure chest. Yay! Chance to freeze. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, I want to get them up to level 10 so they're doing decent damage. Level 20 probably later on. It's 10. This one's not. Okay, how is Big Oogie doing? Absolutely unscathed. Of course, he hasn't really gotten past anything that should be attacking him. He's spawning endless bats, though. And if I remember correctly, he turns into a bat at the end. Should be able to, yeah, we're going to start building up damage over time on him. Yay, Frozen Oogie! And we currently don't have it set up to specifically target him. I think we'll be fine, though, considering the chunks that we're doing. Yeah, he's going down. Especially since now he's at the point where he's spawning them into different groups. So everything that's right here is just straight up targeting him. They can't target the bats because they're too far along when he spawns them. And then they come down here and distract, but still, he's almost dead. He's bleeding. He's got 5,000 damage in bleed. He doesn't have an auto heal. That is targeting slowest. Yeah, it is. So it will just straight up target him the entire time. And you are doomed, Oogie. He's going to turn into a bat probably right around here. And he should get killed by this. Way too much of this game. Oh no, he's going to die up here. Unless I'm judging the damage wrong. Yeah, there he goes. Now it's just one life pip Oogie. Well, one big life pip, but still. Oogie von Oogovich. Let's just go advanced ballistics. Burning enemies take extra armor damage, yes. Now's where that university is hopefully going to come into play. Let's go for here. Oh, yay! Bonk, bonk. Let's go for what kind of enemies do we have? Got robots, so I need armor studies. Get that up to 10. That up to 10. Robots are a pain in the ass. As you can see, they do get missiles as well, which means we're gonna have to do a frost tower here. Probably even here. It's kind of irritating, but I can deal with it. They're not as bad as tanks, although one of the things that can spawn up is pretty gnarly. Let's go with some extra armor damage. Start getting these leveled up. Just whatever I can level up on them for cheap is what I'm going to go for. I need you at level 10, buddy. So whatever I can do to get you to level 10, I'm going to go for. I don't know why I focus for level 10. It just seems like a nice round number that works. All towers, extra damage. Yeah, extra damage to health. Ugh. Well, that's actually not that bad. I can kind of focus around getting those down. Okay, we need that. That. Then get you up a ways. That BB hate is going to be a pain in the butt because he's going to drop missiles. Oh, he didn't. Oh, I guess he didn't get close enough. Oh, ugh. Bleed, yes. We basically want this entire area covered in those little snowflakes. Let's see. Another ballista, maybe? Yeah, I think another ballista. Just focus on armor and health. Because that's what this wave is going to be. Just armor and health. And I'll probably need to put a few ballista down here. These... It depends on what we spawn with. This one already has it surrounded pretty heavily. But... it's going to be a tough one. We can handle the tanks up here because they'll just get overwhelmed. But, yeah, missile spam is a nightmare in this because it's not balanced properly. It's literally balanced around, one, some of the old upgrades that they removed because they thought they made the game too easy, and also it's just... These will yield some money, though, if we need it. Might end up doing that. We'll see. Okay. Extra damage to shields, bleed damage. I think we go for the bleed damage just around that upgrade path off. Zooms I'm not worried about. They can get slowed, unlike the elementals. Go for there. Yeah, that'll work out nice. Go for another one there, which is going to target probably fastest. There you guys go. Just some nice little pain in the butts going on there. I think I will do some more here just for some extra money. There you guys go. And you are actually going to target fastest as well. And then I will start setting up ones to target closest to death in this little stretch right here. I'm just glad that none of these are immune to slow, because that would make life a lot harder for this. Go for another mana bank, because we'll hit 500 off of these. Those guys are tanky as shit right now. There's one. Oh, he's keeping the ones that are already slowed back. That's another thing, is if you have slow effects, you'll end up with all your targeting slowest, targeting the one that got hit first. Because it'll stack on, and it judges it by its current speed, not its normal speed. So you can sometimes end up with squishy guys tanking all the hit, not squishy guys, less optimal targets taking most of the hits. Lead? Yeah. Oh, there's a university. We have not actually gotten an upgrade from either of these. Despite being 10%. There's another 10%. And no, I can't put another one next to us because it's in that little groove there. In the groove thing. All frost to health or shields. I think we're going to go for health. Judging by where we're going to have to deal with things. Level 10 on you. I'll start leveling these up to 10 as well. Just whatever's close. Come on, kill some things. There you go, 10. That's already leveled up. This one can use some. And this one definitely needs some. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the range to hit this spot right here, so it's not going to level up until things are right on top of it. Same for these right here. But they're getting us money, so it'd be worse. The closer to this road, the easier it's going to be to level them up. I'm glad we have the freezes. That's going to make life a little bit easier, too. I'm hoping we don't get the missiles, but at the same time, it would, frankly, square away the discussion that I've been having for most of this. Bonus to research. That brings them up to 13% and 3% on the other one, so we're more likely to get one of, like, just a random one boost. You guys are going to go ahead and go up to level 10. All the little summons are just being pains in the butt. You can see them right there. So there's 10. Everything's up at above 10. Looks like it. So I can start building more. There's the computer boys. Those will actually keep spawning missiles. These guys right here. One that just died. Yeah, we'll keep spawning missiles. Kind of pain in the booty, but it's okay. We'll be okay. I think we kind of want Oogie to spawn there. If I get a fork, I'm going to try to lead it into this. So we can have just another spiral for... Hopefully we don't end up with the missile boys, but if we do, make life easier. Okay, so that one, yeah, that targets stuff just fine. Extra health damage, yes. Yeah, bleeding enemies take extra health damage is a good one. University, yep. We keep getting them in those little nooks and crannies. I'm going to go for another one of those. Another armor boost. I want to get some armor. And I would like to get the range boost on the towers as well. Wordy should go down relatively easy, because he's just going to get stuck in all this. We might be taking some missile damage here, though. As never-ending missile spam. Oh, a bat survived that far in. What the hell? They're getting too close for comfort here. Not making me too happy. Let's go with most armor. The combo, I think, if I remember correctly, for the tanks is like slowest, most armor, but you still end up with the situation where even on this spawn, there's enemies that spawn with more armor. But it's really hard to like target specific things down on the later waves. And I'm not sure if that one was just malicious or if it was literally just designed for the sake of, like, he didn't go through and do the math. But still, it's a good game. It's just, it got taken down a few pegs by rough design. And I might do a standalone review of this. It's not the video I started recording these on, but because that's more of a video essay of sorts that I'm working on. Double the elevation bonus. That is the one I wanted. I almost took the education one on the left, but I will survive without it for now. Hey, we got a health and a armor upgrade. That's what we want to be seeing. Okay, more ballistas. And those speedy boys can just go rotten hell. We get... No, we don't get an Oogie this wave. We get an Oogie on 35. I really wish I had more AoE. But unfortunately, I do not. We are going to get one here. Just because we can. Looks like we do actually have the mana recovery just enough for that. That means the only gap we have in coverage is nowhere, actually. We have snow everywhere on this particular path, on the kill zone. As you can see, these missiles are starting to build up because of these guys. They'll start spawning them out here. We really should be putting bloody... Yeah, see, he just keeps spawning them. We really should be putting turrets further along the line. I think our home base is okay-ish. Thing is, we're getting flooded by these two. This one is kind of contributing, but it's a bit slower. Everything else is just far enough down the line that it faces most of our towers. If we go there, that might help a little bit. Okay, we are running negative, though. It's fine for a little while. We're not draining super fast. I need to get that more mana banks up. As you can see, we're shutting these down relatively easily. It's just they're coming in, being filled with hate, and going away. Now, as far as each wave goes, the first wave is always your goblins. Second wave has a choice of 3. Third wave has a choice of 3. And then final wave has a choice of 3. Currently, we're on third wave, which, if I remember correctly, is elementals, robots, and one other that I can't remember. I almost never see it. Burn faster, depending on how much slow they have. Yes, please. Thank you. Mana bank. And expand north. Oh, that is another good thing. University. 2 and 2, 2 and 3. Okay, so yeah, it's going positive. That is a good one right there. Let's go for... I need to get that up to 13 before I do the rest of them, but I think we'll be good. R2, destroy you. Yeah. Hi, robot. And all the missile spam. Unfortunately, these are not as good at AoE as, say, the lightning towers or the vampire towers. which I might have to, if I see vampire towers again, I might just grab. It'll make life so much easier and more likely for us to succeed. Please don't leak. Please don't leak. It's getting close. It's getting stressful. Okay, so we got through that. But yeah, we are slightly positive on mana. Let's go ahead and get one more just to be on the safe side. And no, overlapping these is not beneficial. Let's start getting these just as we see something near max, we'll click on it. I wish there was a way to quickly rotate through all my towers, just like 1, 2, 3, and I don't think there is. Okay. Another ballista might be what's... Oh, yeah, we needed to level this up. There's that one. We'll go back down to those after we do this wave. And unfortunately, the missiles are even more than useless because they don't give us any money when we kill them. They're just in the way. Otherwise, there might be strategies to actually farm the missiles, which would be kind of handy on things like the 4-way and stuff like that whenever you're just strapped for cash. If you could just set it up to farm missiles, I could see that being advantageous to an extent. Yeah, if we get the tank roll, we're gonna have to do AoE, probably vampires. If we can get them to spawn. That's another thing. RNG could bite us in the butt and we could just never see them again. That and we don't have like the mana recovery we necessarily want for it. But if you have like 4 or 5 vampire towers, like if we went do and just made like prison, sorry for saying like so much. If we made a prison out of them or guard tower kind of situation, we could set it up to where we could wipe out missiles in just 2 or 3 shots, which would kind of deal with the issues if we got this area clear. In the very beginning of a wave, it would just wipe out any missiles that come from further away. Extra armor damage from all attacks, regenerate 1 mana. I think we go for burning enemies take extra armor damage. That's a 13. Let's go for another health. And here's another, probably... Let's go for with a bit of shield on this one, just to be on the safe side. There's the drones! Yay, more missiles. Great. Great! This one is going to go for fastest. Next one we get is going to go slowest, and we're just going to have them kind of randomly sorted between things for this. Health, armor, fastest, and slowest being the main ones. Just so we can peel into any kind of variety that comes in. This one we can go with slowest. I think the only thing that will really bite us in the butt is the tanks. And that is a 4th wave spawn. The dice one, not terrible. I forget what the 3rd one is. There's 10 on that. Yeah, just building up a bunch of level 10 ballista turrets. Getting the ballista achievement, as if you don't get tanks on the last wave, is actually relatively reasonable. If you can avoid missiles on both the 3rd and 4th wave, it's even better. You can see we're slowly nuking. We're nuking them down as they come through there, but we're really hitting them hard right here, here. And this is the next kill spot I think I need to build up. Like one there will actually hit this spot and start getting these guys earlier. Yeah, we have essentially 3 kill zones, by the way, if you're curious where they are at. We have some little peppered spots around here, but this is kill zone number 1. This is kill zone number 2. This is kill zone number 3. At least as far as how I'm mentally delineating where we're at. The rest of this is just whatever. Let's go with, yeah, we'll stick with progress on that one. Because I want it targeting this primarily. If we do it any other way, it'll start targeting the other row a little bit more. This one would be nice. I think we go ahead and increase the tax rate. This is 35. That means we're going to get Oogie from here, I think. Yep, we did. Sweet. University. Let's go with more health. Reason I'm taking it to that amount is just arbitrary. And we'll go for Actually, no, we'll go up here. Yeah, we'll go for progress on this one, too. Just have more things shooting. Go slowest probably on this one. We can get up to the amount of money we need for it. Which isn't actually that high. We're at 910 on them. By the end of doing a solo ballista run, it's usually up in like the 2000s per drop. Okay, so that one's targeting slowest. Probably do need to get some up in this little area just specifically for that. So we're not splitting targets, but it's fine. Robo Oogie should die. He should get frozen fairly easily. Eat them all alive. Thank you. Oh, I hate the drone things. They drop more enemies that drop missiles themselves. Because those guys, if they get close enough, will fire off missiles. At least unlike these guys who fire them the entire frickin' time. I think conditional or on death missiles would have been the ideal place for them to go. And yeah, Oogie's going to spawn missiles until he gets through his shields, and then he's going to spawn some robots. Then he's going to just be his usual jerky self. Okay, so you have an overlap. I'm going to go ahead and pump up the shield damage, just because I know we're going to have some shield enemies. You're going to stay on progress, because I want you helping with that as well. What was that from? Where did the vampire boys come from? Do not know. But yeah, with all of this, if we had taken that mana boost thing, we would have been hurting so bad on mana. Because I haven't been taking the upgrades for it. For that, you really have to build out specifically. Okay, big boy. I am going to go with... We're going to go with most shield and progress. Because I do want it focusing on Oogie here. And yes, he keeps saying mango things. I don't know what the mango joke is about. It's just one of those things. There's his speed up. He's going to take a whole bunch of pain here. And yeah, we are overwhelming his speed up with slow. Works for me. I do like that we are basically handling one missile per go with that. Okay, slowest Oogie. He's just going to be firing missiles for the rest of his life. For damage over time, definitely catching up. Frost Keeps have fallen so far behind. It's ridiculous. But damage over time, generally speaking, is one of the things I lean into. We still need to get the poison buff up here, but that's fine. And if you're wondering, all I have to do is press T to see all that. It tells you where you're generating gold, where you're losing gold, all kinds of other stuff. Yeah, I might as well just level these things up while they're here. There we go. Don't really have much else we can level up. We have some things pretty close. Eat it, Oogie. And now's when we find out just how screwed we are later on. We might still lose this one. This is you can get this far in and not know whether you're going to have a good run or not. Because, as you can see, we're going for a 2-tower challenge. We're going for ballistas and frost keeps. Doesn't matter if we bought more. As long as we don't deploy them, it wouldn't count against the achievement. But none of these are really great for these. The regenerate on kill thing is kind of nice if you're going for the mana towers. That, definitely. But yeah, it's a... Oh, wow. Okay, so we are immediately into portal territory. Okay. So no more mazing, unfortunately. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it. I'm not seeing the new enemies because they're too swarmed right now. Oh, we'll be seeing them in a bit. So level 10. This one's going to be fastest. We can do one more. I'm going to go for here and just have it just beyond here. That one's going to be near death. Okay, and we'll do a few near deaths right here. Probably a couple up here. Yeah, most of the stuff that's out here we're not as worried about. Yeah, I'm not seeing the latest group. So it's... Oh, hey, we got dice. That's what I was looking for. Dice, not so bad. We're going to end up with some enemies right here that are going to be a pain in the butt. Because they'll spawn. Like if it's a D20, it'll go D20, D12, D10, D8, D4. I mean, D6, D4. So we'll have to be eating through each and every stage of it. Which is a little bit painful. Near death is just right, isn't it? Yeah, it's just right. Copy that. But near death is just the one with the lowest total everything in range. So it's going to be trying to just peel them off. This means that we don't get to see tanks this time, which means that we actually stand a decent chance of winning. The only thing that will possibly kill us is if we get a particularly nasty cluster right here. And these are all at 15s. Yeah. For the ones we care about on each one. I only level up one on each of them. Other people might do it different. Just try to get a nice general overall percent chance. I can sometimes go up to 25 if I have good economy, but currently I do not. I just have okay economy. Which is fine. I mean, it's not the worst thing ever. Triple range. Yes, please. Da. That's not a ta-da. That's fine. You're gonna go to near death. So since we're already in portal mode, ta-da! I'm gonna save one of these two for last Oogie. So we'll start up here and go down these until we get to there. So we can have final Oogie spawn a little bit further away from just our front doorstep. Okay, let's get some more of these. I will go with you there as on the next one. There's 4 score. That's the multi-sided dice that we're afraid of. That's... Oh, I don't want any of those. Those are all Garbo. We can't use them. Sure. They're garbage. Okay, this one's just going to be here. How are we looking on levels? Not too bad. Some of these are not going to really get too much going on because they only happen whenever enemies get close. The altitude boosts are lovely. So any of these on like 3 are going to have reach for days. They're really good level up targets. Yeah, 2 and 3 definitely going for them. Did not mean that to be a number situation, but it is what it is. But as you can tell, we took a little damage there. So I'm going to probably pop this one and start going this way. We'll go start around, then down to these. Might do just to spread them out a little bit, but that's fine. And again, we have these. The ones that are last in line for all eternity. So let's go ahead and I guess we'll pump this up. Not terribly concerned about most of them. Let's go for increase crit chance or all frost. We'll just do bleed. Let them stack it on too. You first. Get that one going. We'll get one over here for probably most health. Kind of mix it up just a little bit so we can take them out, because as you can see, they're starting to get 4-sided die. Which can get a little bit further in, because, yeah, 6-sided down to 4-sided is going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, level 10 on those. The missiles are actually getting a little annoyingly close. I think we need to vary up our targets a little bit more, just to guarantee that we can take out anything that decides to get up close. Once we get through this wave right here, we're good. Let's go for most armor. Only level 8, but it's going to be higher very quickly. And there's cubes surviving up to here, which is not a good sign. But they'll die before they get up to this. I think we'll be okay. As long as we can kill the cubes in here, we're good. I do probably need to set up a couple to target shields, because we are going to forever have these guys right here that love to launch missiles. Spam up my inventory. But I am going to put them here, I think. Have that one be our shield target. And possibly one more up here for shield target. And yes, there is a quadruple range for the ballista as well. We see it, we might end up getting it, but it's not going to really help much. Because we are primarily ballista defense right now. And we could honestly probably get rid of these as far as our strategy goes, just because we already have slow and freeze on the ballista, so they'll stack up to max pretty damn fast anyway. Poison damage. We'll do extra damage while bleeding. And look at, we did not get that many health boosts. We have what? You are armor. We have 1 health studies. How many health studies do we have? 2 health studies. 3 health studies. But it's think every single one of them has gotten a health studies up. That one has not. Yeah, every single one of them has gotten a health studies up. That's why we're at 7 there. And that's +7 to all health damage, which is insane. Okay, so we have Big Boy there. We can get this. We'll go with Shield. Get another one here. That is Shield. Just softening things up. It's most Shield and then Progress is what I'm setting them on. Because I do want them to be kind of softening things up, but it comes to shove, just go straight for their face. All towers gain armor damage, sure. Better than nothing. Think we're doing good. And no, I don't think it's possible to get it to where you end up with one that doesn't it with a portal. Because as soon as you hit a point where you have enough for portals, yeah, it'll start portaling up. I don't think it'll spawn a fork. Let's see, Ballista. Let's go for armor on you. And we will go for another one here, which doesn't have a lot of spaces we can go, but we'll go most health. Actually, no, we'll go near death on you. And all that health damage. And yes, it is upgrades. It is multipliers, not just... Yeah, it's gnarly. It's not just flat damage boost. This one, I would not feel comfortable going into the never-ending mode. I do actually have one where I got to level 55 on endless mode, so if you want to see how it goes, it's over on the Game Sampler channel. And I am going to be doing more of these just one-off kind of videos over here. I do want to lean more into this channel being let's play everything instead of let's play the entire game with commentary, because that's slowing down my reviews. That's one reason why the... Yeah, there's the quadruple. I want this instead. Or this. But yeah, that's one reason why I forgot the name of it. Why am I wanting to call it Chains of Silence? One moment, I can tell you exactly what it is. I have my not store page, library. Library. Have it on the top. Sea of Stars. Wow, my brain. That's one reason why that review has been so delayed, is because I just haven't had the energy to record the episode, and I don't want to get ahead of where you guys are without showing you where we are. I think we're going to go with the damage per second boost. Okay, so this is a 3, so that's going to be, yeah, just, let's go for most health. Oh, and we got a shield damage boost as well. Sweet. Okay, we need more damage down here as well, so let's go ahead and get those going up. We need more damage to progression, probably. Yeah, these guys are definitely stacking on... Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Definitely stacking on right here. You can see my mouse. It's in the center of the screen. It's invisible in all the little white specks. Yeah, we need probably more damage to progression. Go with that? Yeah. But yeah, once we start stacking on these, it makes life so much easier. So yeah, we want these just straight on progression. And one more level. There you go. Is this going to get a lot of views? No. There are no more updates for this. It is essentially an abandoned game at this point, as per the dev has said. That was the final update, so this is the final version of the game. It has changed quite a bit. It's kind of had a few major versions, like major stages in development. So, And we could totally ruin our achievement. I already have this achievement, so it doesn't matter if I ruin it, but I want to just go ahead and continue with it as if we were going for it. Just show it's possible. You know what? I think I will chop down the trees. Just for the money. I'll do it on like 44. If we don't get the one that gives us treasures per trees. Because with those, it's 1% per level if you get the first one, 2% per level if you get the next one. Game ends at 45 unless you go into endless mode, in which it goes to 55. So you can actually have a 100% chance of it dropping those. Right, let's go for quadruple range. I can hit the sky. Okay. Let's go for there. And we'll stick that on progression. So you're next. I don't think there's a quintuple, no. Okay, so yeah, this is when we're going to start seeing it be like, hey, we don't like all this stuff going on. It's surprisingly well optimized, though. I have to give them like serious credits to that. It's not one of those where I'm terribly worried about crashing my computer because I've got too many things going on. And there's the missiles. Still have a bit of a cluster here that's making me slightly concerned. We're not doing terrible with it, but I am not terribly happy. Okay, so there's more shots. Let's go with fastest. We can chew them up pretty good when they get into this circle of death, because these are all on progress. So if it comes in range, they do be shooting at them. Do-we-do. And this one is going to be probably fastest. Come on, give me 90. There we go. And yes, I am literally at the point where I don't care what the upgrades are. I just need it up to a decent level. Just so it can maximize the damage. And we have not gotten chests very often. Each of the named enemies can drop chests. All of the Oogies will drop chests. Each of the named ones can drop chests. But we have just not been lucky with that. Of course, we also have only leaked, what, once this entire time? We're probably going to leak again as soon as we start getting these last few portals in. Just because we're going to have to churn through D10s and D20s. These guys, they're dice. Goodbye, you fools. Where's the... Oh, he's taking his time. He must have come from that one. Not wasting resources to build up towers out there. You get to walk up here, fool. Two-shot that thing. Jesus. Jesus. On a cracker. Burning enemies take extra armor damage. Seems like the best one out of the bunch. Yeah. Extra armor damage. So we have all these top ones done. Let's start moving down here. 1,300. Starting to get into the expensive range. One's a progress one. This one's going to be progress as well. Something to shoot. I think we'll get one more off of this. I think I'll put it there. And we might get more than one. Depends on how lucky I am. Okay, so let's go with most health. It's going to swap it down and start actually hitting the ones down here as well. Just fine. Pretty much single volleying anything below a D10. And we're going to get one more. Well, I'm going to put it here. Oh, wait. No, that's not going to get it because that's up high. Never mind, we'll put it here. Let's go for, yeah, just progress. It'll hit some things over here. Not a lot. Not an optimal placement, but we think we'll be fine. Okay, and yeah, the D8s, if I remember correctly, teleport. D6s and D4s just chug forward. I forget what the D12s do. I don't think they do anything special. Yeah, the D8s, yeah, the why do I exist guys teleport. But that's fine. I wonder if that's the why do I exist. I think is because D8s are used for so few things. Like D6s are used in a bunch of different games. D4s are kind of like your minimum thing besides coin flip. You have D10s, which are your percentile dice. You have D20s, which are your big, just everything dice in D&D. D12s and D8s. I think D12s are used more, but I'm not sure. They're just used less. So maybe that's why. I should probably be placing towers instead of yammering about D&D. So there's one. Let's go for this one. Yeah, that's plenty. Let's go for most... Nope, that's not what I want to do. I want to go most armor. It's fine. I guess we go with that, because none of the rest... This is decent. Our crit chance isn't high enough to really bother doing too much with, though. More damage to shields, I guess. We're starting to build this up. I haven't even put points into gathering more shield damage, because we don't really need it. There's the D12 boss. Let's go for... Go near death on that. We'll target our lowest life enemy. We'll even put one there for just extra money because we can. Not that it's going to make a big difference. That's going to be an extra just like 40 gold. Not worth it. We should have done it earlier, then it could have paid itself back, but... Progress, guys. Time to die. I wish I had the ability to teleport enemies backwards. Like a teleport trap I could put on the road, but unfortunately that does not exist. Oh no! Ah, they leaked. Need more progress damage. There's one. Do one there as well, I think. Yeah, that'll hit both sides. I want it hitting both sides so it continues leveling up instantly. Same reason we can get away with putting some down here, because that'll actually shoot everything as well. But we leaked too! We have failed. We didn't even get a chest off of it. And now we just wait casually. This is how long a run of this usually takes if you don't have the increased gameplay speed mod. Which I think you have to do... it's like Thunders somewhere in the name. Is the mod platform that has it, unfortunately. I don't think it's on Nexus. I'm not even sure if this game in general is on Nexus. But I don't think the dev particularly appreciates mods. I'm not positive on that one. But yeah, it was a way better game before they started nerfing towers into the ground. Well, this is still the best one, but it used to be way stronger. Used to be able to get like bonus damage from altitude and all that kind of stuff. But now it's just kind of like, well, whatever. Single path is still fun enough to play. Let's go ahead and increase burn, I think. Or do we just do extra damage? I think we just do extra damage. Trail of Blood. And those are our last two. Boom. And we do need more crossbows in here. And we'll do one here. And we will do one here. Just to see if we can actually stop from leaking. You're like a boat with a hole in it. We're leaking's captain. That's fine. We're doing a little bit better. I think we'll struggle a little bit when Oogie shows up. But I'm not sure just how much we'll struggle. Things are just turning around and being like, hey, you are on my turf, buddy. Get lost. That's what these are here for. Probably do some more here, too. Because these can only reach so far up the path. If they take this short path right there, it can be a problem. Like that one just did. Okay, so they do have shields whenever they're on D8s. Take him out. Take him out. This is going to be a tough one. Nope, nope, we got it. We got him. Barely. And get another one in there that can actually deal with the shields. There's the D8. I mean, no, I think those are D20s. D20s have a lot of shields and crap. The D20 Oogie actually has an issue with that as well, where he's just so tanky. But we have DPS just kind of like picking away at him, rolling him down. Just fine. There we go. Now we have shield shooters as well. Bonk. We actually need... We might need a few more shield characters. Turrets, whatever you want to call them. Shield hitters. I could also put some up here, because they would reach over to here, so this tower, this might get populated pretty soon. I'm just more concerned about the D20s spawning there and there. The ones down here will get picked down, as you can see. I doubt we'll see any of the D20s from out here. Especially, like, from there down. Getting all the way up to our main kill spot up here. I see them mostly getting stuck here. Unless we get, like, swarmed by missiles or some crap. Which is unlikely to happen. Because those are way faster than the dice. So they'll get up here first and die before the dice do. But yeah, so far, pretty straightforward match. This is probably one of the easier ones to do. I still think the vampire one, if you can get slow on your ballista and get the vampire ones up, is the easiest for all contingencies. The only one that may cause it some trouble is the Evil Eye one. Or the Beholder one, whatever you want to call it. Basically, the abominations. They're nesting dolls, basically. And they're a little bit faster. Poison enemies take shield damage. I love the vampire lair. We might have to do a run on here with just going for the vampire lair. But here's the last round. Where's Oogie at? Oh, the Oogie Hedron. He spawned all the way farthest away. That's fine. Okay, so you're good. Let's go for a ballista up here. Yeah. And then we'll just start loading them up as they start going through. We're not going endless on this one. This is already an hour and a half long. Well, a little bit under, but still. It's long enough. There's Critical Troll. Oh, yeah. This is going to be where we might leak some. Okay, so that's one down. Oh, yeah, we're definitely leaking here. Can't kill him fast enough to get rid of him. There's 1 damage, 2 damage. Oof. As long as we can get this... Yeah, we've isolated it. We're taking a bit of damage. I don't think we're going to die. Because we already took critical troll down. Even got a treasure off of it. Extra mana? Sure. Why not? And then we'll just start loading up on all this other stuff just to deal with whatever spawns. I'm surprised we got 3 shield boosts off of that. We didn't actually aim for shields at all. I'm surprised we got as few health and armor ones as we did, but it's not a big deal. And there's Big Oogie Hedron. He's just going to keep getting slowed and frozen and pelted by all kinds of hell that he's probably not even going to make it to our kill zone. Because he's already out of shield there. He's going to probably get chewed up there, split, and then be chewed up into his last little pieces in this spot right here. The Oogie Hedron is an odd boy. Okay, we're going to go for there. That over 20. There, we're good. Okay, big buddy. So we've got a D something there. It's healing itself, whatever it is. I think that's a D12. I can't see the faces on it. It might be a D20. It's too bright and white. So Deca Oogie, yeah, that's just straight shields. And taking extra damage because he's poisoned. There's Octa Oogie. Yeah, that must have been a D20 because that's a D12. These are straight armor. I believe the next one. Okay, so we had straight shields, we have straight armor, and I think the next one's going to be split because it's a D8, so it'd be D6. Yeah, health or split. Is what I'm guessing on it. You exist to die. Hexa Oogie is straight life, and then we have the D4 Oogies, which are going to be Tetra Oogies, which are also just straight life. Yeah, they don't stand a chance. We don't even have to, like, splash damage them. They're just 3 or 4 shots, they're dead situation. Because we have, like, these massive volleys of pain. There we go. Victory! And as you can see, damage over time really catches up. Ballista, really good to solo. But if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And recommend games you'd actually like to see just kind of one-offs on, or a short playthrough. I will still be doing long Let's Plays, but they're going to be just one game at a time situations, just to make life a little bit more manageable. Bye.